So this is going to be a story about when I was in a treatment center as a teenager, and sadly, I wish I could say there were more happy memories than good ones. It was up in Sterling, Colorado. So when I was up there, I ended up getting a guitar for Christmas from them, and I had a therapy session. That was a group therapy session, and they asked us what is a dream we had? And I said to be a Rolling Stone. And they're like, well, that is not possible because they're not alive anymore. And I'm like, I know that, but the meaning behind that is being on the Rolling Stone magazine, kind of like how Eminem clearly states in one of his songs that he was a Rolling Stone. And that's what I mean by that. And they kind of shot that dream down from me, but I think it's also due to my ADHD brain, the lack of having lessons, the lack of just not being able to learn the guitar the proper way. And that's sad to think that, but that ADHD brain, if anybody has ADHD, understands that we'll hyperfixate on something for months or weeks or as long as we can, and then eventually just be like, "Yep, we're done with it." And that's kind of sad to think, but that's how the ADHD brain works. But it's also, I think, kind of in a way their fault for shooting down that dream by telling me, you're probably not going to be a Rolling Stone. And I'm like, well, why are you telling me that? So that's something that clearly put a toll on my mental health at that place. And they also have told me multiple times when I was there as a teenager that, men don't cry, men don't do this, men don't do that. We just bottle up our emotions and bury them as deep as we possibly could and never unbury them. And that's something that clearly is not the case. You should share your emotions. You should cry. I mean, I clearly still struggle with that just due to the ADHD mind, because we have a hard time with our prefrontal cortex. And that's something that I'm never gonna be able to fix, even with medication. It's just something that I can learn with therapies and all that, but it's still hard. I mean, I remember when my mom passed away, I still had a hard time, struggling with showing grief and showing all that. Even though I did feel the grief, I still felt all those sad emotions that she is no longer on this earth anymore. And that is something that I still struggle with today. I do go to therapy. I do have all this other stuff going on in my life. And right now I'm looking for a job and all that. And that's something that I'm looking forward to. And I probably want to take guitar lessons again. I just would need to get a guitar, and I would need to do everything possible to become a Rolling Stone. Even though I'm 32, I mean, it's still possible, and that would be something really cool.